Had to fight for what I got a feeling I deserve it. Now I'm only moving with a purpose. The people showing love, but I ain't broken through the surface. Never had a chance, wasn't no name.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're back for another live episode of We're All In Podcast. I'm Mike Ash.
I'm John.
Big country.
Hey, we have a guest with us today. He's been following us pretty live. It's our brother here. He's in with us. What you got over there? Announce your name. Drew Ash is in the building, my guys. Yeah, so let's get right into this today. We're going to try to see if this is a little bit better for us. So we're going to go ahead and get right on into this. Hope everybody had a nice little one-day break from us since we really haven't seen anybody in the last 24 to 36 hours. How's your guys' day been? Been good?
Good.
Absolutely. I got a new phone because it broke.
But anyways, I got a couple shout-outs here, man. I wanted to shout out to LeBron James last night. You know, LeBron James happened to join that Only Him club with the 36,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 9,000 assists. I do want to also mention that he is roughly about 400 assists away from being top 5 all time. So at the end of this man's career, he could be the all-time leading scorer, top 5 in assists, and top 20 in total rebounds. That's just a shout-out to him. He's not the GOAT in most people's eyes, but in mine he is.
Way to throw that in there.
Also, I
feel like we're building to that debate.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. I think we're gonna get it going. I also want to shout out to Joel Embiid last night at 50 points, 12 rebounds, and just under 27 minutes of play, which is remarkable. He's the first one. He's the first person to do that since 1954-55. MVP. And then he sort of. I don't know if your guys' opinion is what mine is, but I think just maybe the Joker might have outperformed him last night with a 49, 14, and 10, I think it was.
Dude turned it on.
If that's going to lead us right into our MVP. Who in our opinion is the MVP of the NBA if it ends today? So, I mean, we threw a couple out there, Joker and Embiid. Obviously, I would imagine has to be in the MVP debate, but who do you guys feel? Who do you feel, Mooney?
I'm sticking with Joel Embiid. I've said it before when we talked about it, how he's carrying the team. He's up there in stats. He comes in night in, night out. Last night, 50 points. How fast was that?
Less than 27 minutes.
Less than 27 minutes. That's incredible. He's an unstoppable force.
Well, you also heard that he said that. Let me repeat this because this is wild. Joel Embiid said in his interview, "I can be Shaq, Kobe, or MJ if I want to be."
He can. He literally can.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, you don't see he's more athletic than Joker, but they are both so physically gifted when it comes to the game of basketball.
And you know what's crazy about that? The fact that you say that he's more athletically gifted than Joker is how big he is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big dude to be that athletic.
Yes, I think he's 7'1", 280.
And him saying he can be Kobe or MJ, or the dude could also step out to the three-point line and be a poor man's Ray Allen.
He hit a pretty much a step back three last night.
I mean, what you tell me what he can't do. That's where don't list what he can do. Tell me what he can't do, because that list is a lot shorter than what he can. It's incredible. It's incredible what he does night in and night out on both sides of the floor.
And he's playing better than he's ever played. As long as he stays healthy. I mean, he was in the race last year with the Joker, but he ultimately missed, I think, right around 20 games.
Right.
So because of injury. So it pretty much eliminated him from
He's second in the race right now, ain't he?
I'm trying to dig that up.
Joker's number 1.
Yeah, Joker's number 1. Joker's number 1, and then goes 2, and then Stephon Curry's 3.
Steph Curry. Ugh.
I don't even understand how he's in the top 5, because if we look at Curry just alone, just Curry on his own, if we look, he's legitimately having one of his worst statistical seasons in his career shooting the ball, and that's from just the field and 3-point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right around what he's always averaged in points. Right, I think he's right around what 20, what's it say 26,
27.
26, 27 points a game.
Yeah. It's about his average.
Points. Actually, his points is around 32 average.
No way.
Yeah, it says right here.
No, that's got to be old. That's got to be last year.
No, it's this year.
And no, he's not averaging over. He's not leading the league in scoring.
Got it pulled up.
I know. Looking at his 3-point percentage, his field goal percentage, it's all down. It's not what it usually is for Steph Curry for what he usually does.
That is wrong. You're right.
Yeah, I was gonna say he
I
averaged.
pulled the wrong one up.
He had been.
2021.
He did it last year. He was around 32 points a game.
Right.
So where's he at? What's the rankings now then?
I mean,
Well, right now, what it's looking at is they say it's Jokic leading, then Antetokounmpo, then Durant, then Embiid.
Oh yeah, so he's 4th on this list.
That's what the award tracker through basketball.
and when I
Reference.
put Joel at number 1, I'm not taking away from any of the other guys. I mean, they're performing as
Well,
well,
yeah.
but what Joel does, I'm still one of those people where Joel is the driving force for the Sixers. The only reason that they're even doing any way decent is because of Joel. You take him away, teams picking in the top 5 next year.
I think the reason why he is sitting lower than what people want is because he's legitimately played about 7 games less than most because of COVID. He did catch COVID. I think it ultimately cost him 7 or 8 games.
And that's even an incredible thing. You miss 7 games and you're still up there. You're still up there in stats.
Who do you have, Drew?
Probably Joker.
Joker.
Yeah.
So can he go back to back? I mean, he is outperforming almost what he did last year and won it. And I know their team isn't as dominant. I believe they're only a few games over 500.
Yes, that probably will hurt him.
He's still leading it. Yeah, they're 23-20. He's still leading the MVP race by Basketball Reference. I don't know what ESPN or NBA.com or anybody has their standings at, but by Basketball Reference, he's leading it by a surmountable.
So how close is Durant for you? You think he's actually up there to get it this year?
He's ranked at number 3 on this list.
I think with all of his pieces coming back, I think it's going to hurt him. I think Kyrie playing road games now,
Which is
and
weird. I don't like that.
yeah, I don't like it either. But they said by what I'm reading is the organization believes he's going to go get vaccinated. That's what they believe. I don't know how true that is, but they said they could see after the All-Star break that he is able to play, unless they're saying that they just throw out the vaccine in New York City and just say it's not mandatory anymore. But they're pretty much hoping that after the All-Star game that he is playing every single game. So if him and Harden, which I hate to break it to you guys, but I think James Harden is going to get traded by February 10th.
But to who?
Sixers. I full-heartedly believe that that's where he's going to go.
Caught me off guard with that one.
Well, Daryl Morey loves him. He tried to trade for him last year. Me and Mooney had this
did.
debate last
He
year
did.
where they told Ben Simmons they
So
weren't
is
going
Ben
to trade
Simmons
him.
for Harden.
Yeah, Ben Simmons for Harden.
Yeah, Simmons will be in net.
Yeah, and then the only reason it's
Nice little
stopping it
piece.
by what I'm hearing is Sixers want to ship out Tobias Harris too, and the Nets don't want him.
And I'll tell you what, Simmons goes to the net. God, that's just a defensive menace that they just added, and
Yeah, that-
just I think that's going to elevate Durant even more than he is
Well, yeah,
already.
if they take away by the sounds of it, Harden. What I'm seeing on TV, analysts say Harden is tired of Kyrie Irving, which who would have guessed? Who isn't tired of Kyrie
Right.
Irving and his antics?
Right.
So I guess what Harden is pretty much saying is he wants to relocate. He's very open about relocating because he's just fed up with the Kyrie Irving situation.
Seems
So-
to be the narrative on every team he goes to.
Yeah, that's why he won a ring and then decided he was going to do shit on his own. And he wanted to be Batman. And he ain't even Robin.
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
He's not.
He's not even Ant-Man.
I mean, he might look like Ant-Man next to Durant. I mean, he's super talented. He's got probably the best handles in basketball. He's a great finisher. He needs to. I think him and Antonio Brown and Kanye West, I think they need to form a group of delusional nutcases, bro. There's something wrong with these dudes. Just think about it, bro.
Bobby said Cade Cunningham.
They in the MVP, Bobby, or just say you're just wanting to shout out Cade? Because he is tough. He is
He
tough.
said Cade Cunningham and Motor City.
If he would have played more games and he wasn't a rookie, I think he'd be
And
talked
then he
about
agreed
more.
76ers, I'm assuming, for the
James Harden.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where.
I want to say this for anybody who is picking Giannis to win MVP. Here's the thing. It goes back to what I said before about Aaron Rodgers. If you keep doing the same thing over and over every year, at what point does it just become that's just who you are? You're not going to get the MVP because you're doing anything special anymore. It's just who you are. I mean, can you just keep handing the MVP to Aaron Rodgers
I mean, could you
because
say
of
the
what he
same
does
thing
every
when,
year?
when LeBron won it there for
arguably,
campaign?
LeBron could literally win the
Is that why you
MVP
don't
every
get it
single
every
year.
year?
Yeah, he
Right.
could win. He
That's
could
what I
win.
mean.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you keep doing the same thing every year and you're at that high level every year doing what you do, at some point, it's got to be, okay, that's just who he is. That's great. But there's got to be recognition for other people who are doing things out of the norm they don't usually do.
I agree.
Isaac said Evan Mobley, Rookie of the Year.
We want to discuss that Rookie of the Year here
I
in the
think they
next.
should go to the Wagner brother.
That's what I'm saying. I think I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, but the Wagner brother out of
Wagner.
it's already it's no, he's got his older brother.
They got Mo and
Yeah.
you have
Is his name Francis? Yeah, I don't France. Yeah, with
Yeah.
the Z. France Wagner out of
Wagner.
Wagner. Okay, he's a Michigan fan. He knows how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's what sucks. I'm not the best reader.
Looks like it says Wagner, but that's not how you
But
say it.
out of Orlando,
Golf
yes.
Swim.
Dude, I can't read. I don't give a shit. You guys can all be mad at me. I can read. I just
one
don't
of these,
pronounce
one of
words
these
very
days
well.
on this
Okay.
podcast, I'm going to tell the story about golf swing.
Okay, they're fucking General Tosos.
No, that's not sports. That's not sports. What are you
What are you
laughing about,
laughing
Garoppolo?
Jimmy Garoppolo. What the? Anyways.
Still closer than what they said.
Yeah, well, how Franz.
Wagner.
There you go. He probably in my eyes is the Rookie of the Year. I know the most improved player. I think Isaac will like this. Needs to go to Darius Garland. What he's went from year 1 to year 2 is just absolutely ridiculous. The dude is the catalyst on why I believe the Cleveland Cavaliers have become sort of relevant. The resurgence of Kevin Love has also helped too. I think he's actually bought into the role player. So him coming off the bench and starting every now and then also plays well for the Cavs. Shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers basketball team, bro. Them guys are improving
They're trying to come
every
back,
year. They are saying they don't need LeBron, even though it's been like 3 or 4 years ago.
It feels like 30 years ago.
Shout out to them, dude. They are just balling out. And shout out to Bob Compton. I think Detroit's got something, but they're about to lose your boy anyways. I think Jeremy Grant's about on his
he's
way
gone.
out too.
He's gone.
So I think that
Where do you
might
think
only,
he's going to go?
if I'm
Who could use him?
the Lakers.
Yeah,
Well, Lakers
that's true.
today said that they are. What's the coach's name?
Frank Vogel.
Vogel got permission to bench
Yeah.
Westbrook.
Can you did he have to like? Everybody knows I'm a LeBron backer. I love him. He's one
Yes.
of he's my favorite player of
But
all
you
time.
have to get permission from
Behind-
management
But
to bench.
but is
player.
management LeBron?
I think it might
Did
be.
he go?
It might be. You know, he go to LeBron every night and say, "Can we bench him or start him?"
That's actually true.
Did he go
Did he go to the management and be like, look, we need to set him down?
if you guys, Michael Jordan fans in general, or Wilt Chamberlain fans, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, if you guys don't think LeBron's the greatest of all time, well, I will make an argument. He is the greatest GM I think we've ever seen.
Yes, he's good.
Because everybody said he builds his own teams.
Which he
well,
does, yeah.
he builds teams that make the finals.
Well,
So
I mean, actually, to be honest with you, as far as players on the floor, who better to know who what you're playing with than one of the greatest of all time?
yeah, because
He's going to know what's going on the floor and what's mixing and what's not. So it's not working.
Isaac said JB has a lot to do with why this team is playing so well.
who Bickerstaff, their coach. Is that who he means?
must be. He just says JB.
Yeah, but I think it's Bickerstaff. I think that's their head
Bobby
coach.
said, "Yep," but he's going to Boston. I'm not sure.
Ooh.
Do you
If
think
he's talking about Jeremy Grant? Yeah, that'd be nice
do
for
you
Boston.
think that Westbrook would be more effective coming off the bench?
I think Westbrook needs to just not be on a basketball team.
I don't know what happened to Westbrook.
Like, no, I know what happened to him. He won't stop shooting.
Yeah, he
Westbrook
got all
has
those
to-
triple doubles. Now it's like he doesn't.
And you think about it, the All-Star voting, he is 6th in the All-Star voting.
Isaac said yes, by the way.
Do you think
Okay.
it's because of the system that he plays in now?
I think it's because you can't teach Westbrook anything.
No, he's
Right, but if he was always
literally-
putting up the triple doubles and now he goes to the Lakers
he's a
and he's
stat
not
pattern.
doing it, does it matter
Well, he still is.
what he's
He's not
not like he was?
I think there's more talent on the Lakers than there was on Washington or the Thunder.
I think
for
if they
him.
could
That's-
find,
okay.
I liked the signing or the trade. It was a trade, believe me, at the beginning of the year,
traded
right?
to the Lakers. Yeah.
I liked it at the beginning because I thought he would sort of take a back seat. He would not shoot as much because he's surrounded by lots of talent in LA, and he
I just see LeBron more frustrated.
It's
more.
all- that's all it is. I
That's-
mean,
He
That's
said
probably what it
he
is.
said he thinks he's
Vocal.
Batman.
Yeah.
dude, yeah,
He
that's what I
was
said. He's
Batman.
not.
He was
He
Batman
was.
at one point in time.
He was.
Yes.
I mean, he was. He's never really meshed with anybody, but everybody that's played with him has always elevated their game.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant's best seasons were with Russell Westbrook. James Harden's best seasons were with Russell Westbrook. LeBron's worst seasons are with Russell.
Yeah, because you can't elevate LeBron.
You
Right.
can't. And
Right.
I mean, LeBron's up to. I shouldn't say that because LeBron is doing things at 37 in year 19 that we haven't ever
Never
seen
seen.
before.
Never
Yeah,
seen.
yeah.
But
But it's not because Westbrook's elevated.
No,
to that.
no.
He has
Westbrook
no
is-
play in that
Westbrook is
whatsoever.
I think he's hurting them. They have the Lakers' number one thing is to try to dump this dude to somebody.
I think they
And
thought.
I hate to say it, Detroit Pistons. They might be able to eat his salary and in return ship Jeremy Grant to the Lakers.
Yeah, shooting Tourette's. Bobby said.
Dude, he needs to.
Isaac said his biggest problem is turning over the ball. That's his major issue.
Well, he's actually averaging. I think he's right around his career average in turnovers. I think it's like he just under 4.5 turnovers a game. So he's still doing the same thing. I think his volume of shooting has not decreased, but his ability to make shots is just getting worse. And I don't know whether it be he's trying to show LeBron he's worth it, or he just this is just his mentality.
Isaac said you can take as many shots as he does if he doesn't turn the ball over at 6 or 7 a clip.
Dude, I've seen shots of his hit the top of the backboard from 16 feet away. I mean, hit the top without bouncing off the rim. It literally hit the top of the backboard. Like, that's this year.
He
No,
had a
Lakers
nice dunk
jersey.
the other night, though. He
Oh,
did have
when
a-
dude,
nice.
he's vicious, bro. He can finish at the rim on top of anybody.
I think he'd be a great addition in Miami.
No, they got Kyle Lowry.
Who's the who?
I
who's the
I
Detroit?
like Westbrook more.
Then Kyle Lowry?
Yeah, I do.
I love Kyle. I love Kyle Lowry. I'm
That's
not,
the one thing about Westbrook that I always did like is he could
Westbrook's
take a
most in the
game
league with
over.
turnovers.
oh, he leads the league almost every single year in turnovers. It's just I don't think his average per game is higher than what it normally is because he's a turn. LeBron is the same way, and I don't really mind the turnovers because they handle the ball so much. So when you handle the ball that much, you have a tendency to turn it over too.
It's kind of like NFL gunslinger mentality. You get the touchdowns, but you're going to get the interceptions.
Yeah, I mean
You're either going to love it or you're going to hate
it's
it.
just Westbrook gives you nothing else. He's been lackluster on defense this year. He seems to be like not engaged.
I'll say if he doesn't get a triple double, he has like 6 points,
Yeah,
3 rebounds, 2 assists. So it's not like he's not even there.
yeah. He's
Bobby said he needs to join the Bricklayers Union.
he ain't getting paid that much there though,
D,
because that dude's making bank right now.
D said that nobody's taking on that $47 million contract.
I think a bad team could. They also said that they couldn't trade him when they traded him to the Lakers. They also said that no one would. I think a bad team that's really going to eat this season, like the Detroit Pistons or I can't say Houston because that's where he
What
came
about the
from.
Pelicans?
I think the Pelicans have bigger problems. They need to leave Russ alone because I don't even want to get on that because that dude is the Eddie Lacy of the NBA. Zion
Eddie
Williamson.
Lacy, he was a good
Because
running back.
he was good.
He was for 3 years.
Zion Williamson is great too, but he's getting fat.
Yeah.
These dudes just won't stop eating.
Eddie was a
or-
beast for 3
What's
years,
that-
then he
what's
couldn't get
that-
away from the
what's-
hamburgers.
Well, no, what's that mental medicine you take? started with a D.
Depakote.
Depakote. That's what probably they got minerals. I think they're taking Depakote, bro. They can't keep the weight off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my sister gained lots of weight, bro. Off that
Just
pill.
threw that out there. Shout out.
Shout out to Hope Scott. Shout out to Hope Scott.
Where's-
Hey, breaking
Shots
news
fired.
Where's
though.
my rim
Shots
shot?
fired.
Breaking news though. We got some breaking news.